Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Victor here with Toro Gal Talks. Today we're going to be making our first preview video of a UFC event. We're going to be talking about UFC 211. It's a pretty big event. We're going to be doing this as a two-part video. In the first video, we're only going to be talking about just the main fights. Later on in the week, I will be posting another video about the prelims. They're going to be going on FX, I believe. So the event is on May 13th. So enjoy the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel so you can be notified about the new videos. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure if you guys are MMA fans, you're going to love the channel, love the content that I'll be putting out. We're putting out some opinion videos later on as well. Let me know what you guys think, and let's get it on. Alright, guys, so the first fight we're going to be talking about today is Sergio Pettis against Henry Cejudo. Henry Cejudo is the number 2 ranked flyweight in a division that's been basically, just demolished by Demetrius Johnson. As everybody knows, Demetrius Johnson is rated as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Henry Cejudo recently had 2 losses in the UFC. Had 1 loss against Demetrius Johnson by devastating fashion, and then he lost a close decision to Jose Benavidez, who to me is the second best fighter in the flyweight division, ranked like so in the UFC. He's a pretty exciting fighter in my opinion. I think in this fight against Sergio Pettis, Henry Cejudo is going to have to put a lot of pressure on him. Make sure to use that gold medal. The gold medal type wrestling, just push the pace on them, use those boxing skills, try to mix everything up, but definitely go for some takedowns, ground and pound. Definitely the best strategy in my opinion for Henry Cejudo. Sergio Pettis is an upcoming fighter in the UFC, ranked number 6 in the UFC. 23 years old only, the younger brother of Anthony Pettis. He's been showing a lot of promise, especially in the stand-up position. He's been boxing a lot of guys, which I've enjoyed some of his fights, especially the last one with John Moraga. Some of those punches look pretty nice to me. Pretty good movement. If he wants to have a chance against Henry Cejudo, he needs to stay away from those grappling exchanges, in my opinion. He needs to try to stay away from that, stay on that bike, strike on him, stay on the outside, jab, trying to do all those things to keep distance. It's going to be a little bit tough as far as, those leg kicks. He's going to have to time them perfectly because he doesn't want to give any openings to Henry Cejudo to go for a takedown. Henry Cejudo, in my opinion, is going to be looking at every opportunity to put Sergio Pettis down. In my opinion, with how this fight should play out, that's exactly what it should be. Henry Cejudo going after him for the takedowns, him trying to stay on the outside, jab, jab, jab. Leg kicks in the right positions, looking for the right angle for some big hits, not just staying there with the jab, trying to actually do some damage to Henry Cejudo. Demetrius was able to get him in that multi-plum and do a lot of effect. But for some reason, I think most likely Henry Cejudo trained the hell out of that position. It's going to be tough to try to play that game. So I think he should stay away. He's 6-2 in the UFC, has a 3 fighting streak. I'm spending a little bit more time on him. I know the UFC is trying to sell him. If he actually wins the fight against Henry Cejudo, he most likely will get a title shot against Demetrius. If Henry wins, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think unless he destroys him, but I think it doesn't make any sense, especially since he lost to Jose Benavidez, and Jose Benavidez is in a streak himself. If anything happens, Jose should get another title shot if it's not Sergio Pettis. The only reason why I would put Sergio Pettis above Jose Benavidez in this factor is just because Jose Benavidez has had 2 chances, and he lost both fights, split decision and a knockout, if I'm not mistaken. Check me on that later on. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see if Sergio Pettis is ready for the big fights. I think Henry's going to take it, but we'll see how it goes. So that's the first fight in the flyweight division. The second fight is going to be Frankie Edgar against Yair Rodriguez. I think this is an awesome fight. My pick for fight of the night. I think these guys are two exciting fighters in the featherweight division. Frankie Edgar has been exciting since the moment he stepped in the ring, in my opinion. Fast guy. You know, he's got over 20 fights in the UFC already, so we know what he's all about. Amazing cardio, amazing wrestling, you know, amazing heart. Keeps going. Boxing skills, excellent. Movement is excellent. You know, his wrestling, I think, is in top tier, you know, especially because of his timing, because of his footwork. I think Frankie, he's only lost to, he's only lost to top fighters in the UFC. None of his losses have been bullshit, you know. Jose Aldo twice, all tough fights. Knocked out Chad Mendes. He's a tough dude. He's a tough dude, tough dude. It's always hard to go against Frankie Edgar. You know, he's 35 years old. Maybe you could start saying maybe he's slowing down, but I don't see that. I see Frankie still a top-tier fighter, still one of the best in the UFC. Just lost to some guys. They're just great, you know. But he's also great. Number 3 in the UFC ranked. Number 3 in the UFC ranked. Number 3 Fight Matrix. Definitely a fantastic fighter. We'll see how that fight goes for him. On the other hand, we got Yair Rodriguez, number 7 in the UFC, and he's actually number 26 in Fight Matrix. If you guys follow FightMatrix.com, I'm just an MMA nut, so I follow that website too. So, anyways, Yair, unpredictable fighter, 6-0 in the UFC, 25 years old. You know, he's got the world ahead of him. 11-1. That's probably why he's ranked a little bit lower in the Fight Matrix. He's had some amazing fights, unpredictable, very fast, amazing kicks, go for submissions as well. Has actually finished 2 fights with submissions. He's a dangerous fighter. His game plan is going to be staying on the outside and throwing those kicks and confusing the shit out of Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar obviously is going to be using that world-class movement to try to find the right angle to go for some takedowns and keep that boxing style, keep closer. He doesn't want to really stay in the pocket like a dumbass, but, he's going to, he cannot underestimate those kicks. Yair Rodriguez throws those kicks like it's a fucking taekwondo match. The motherfucker is not scared of being taken down. And that is dangerous in both sides, He's very, very explosive with his submissions. I've seen him go for knee bars, arm bars, all those type of shit, through scrambles. So he's definitely a fighter to watch out for in the featherweight division. Fast, unpredictable kicks. Again, it's just hard. That's what he's all about. Those fucking kicks, man. I think Frankie's gonna take it just because I think Frankie, he's gonna be able to dodge all those kicks and be able to get close with them. He fights with a fighter that's a little bit similar, at least as far as throwing a lot of kicks, with Edson Barboza. So I'm sure you guys remember Edson Barboza with the wheel kick on Terry Edom. Yeah, that guy trains with Frankie Edgar all the time. So I think Frankie is not going to be, stupid as far as finding out what the timing is, of these crazy ass kicks. He's been training with guys that throw a lot of crazy kicks for a long time. Obviously, I don't think it's in the same level as Yair. Level meaning not quality of kicks, because Edson Barboza is probably the best kicker in the world. But I just think as far as, those fucking flipping karate kicks, taekwondo kicks, those, fucking spin shit. He does it's spin after spin after spin and a kick. It's like, what the fuck? That's different, and we'll see how it goes. I think Frankie Edgar's going to take it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Yair got the knockout. It's tough to say. We'll see how that goes. Another fight that I'm looking really forward to, 211 is fucking badass, by the way, is Demian Maia against Jorge Masvidal in the welterweight division. Now, if you know anything about me, I'm a jiu-jitsu nut, so Demian Maia, one of my favorite fighters, you know, I'm Brazilian, he's Brazilian, not that that should matter, but anyways, you know, amazing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you know, that's the man for me, you know. 39 years old, though, so he's getting a little bit older in the tooth, so hopefully he gets that title shot soon. But on the other side, he's got Game Bread. Jorge Masvidal, motherfucker is, you know, he's a fighter. That's exactly who Jorge Masvidal is. When, you know, that's who he is. He knows how to fight, you know, famous for the Kimbo videos that he had. Awesome fighter, good wrestling, great boxing, great movement. For him to win this fight, he's got to keep it on the feet, in my opinion. I don't think he should really... He's going to have to get into a lot of grappling exchanges with Demian Maia, because that's a lot of times what happens. And since Jorge uses a lot of punches, you know, I think he's going to be able to get away a little bit. I don't think it's going to be... I don't think he'll run through him just like he did against Carlos Condit. I think Jorge has much better wrestling than Carlos Condit. So I'll give Jorge, you know, definitely a chance on being able to stand on his feet and boxing the shit out of Demian Maia. For sure that can happen. I'm a jiu-jitsu man. As much as I love Game Bread, as much as I watch his documentary, which I thought was pretty sick. That shit came out like 3 years ago, I think, when he fought Michael Chiesa. That was a nice little documentary over there, trying to put him out there. I really like the guy. I think he's a great fighter. I think if he was welterweight champion in the world, I wouldn't be mad at it. He lost a couple fights that were kind of tough to swallow, but, you know, at the welterweight division, he found home. You know, he's beat some good fighters in the last 2 fights, so we'll see how it really goes for him, man. Jorge is definitely a great fighter. In my opinion, I'm gonna go with Demian. I hope Demian, you know, gets that takedown and be able to finish that fight, because I'm a jiu-jitsu man. You know, I can't go against my jiu-jitsu guys, but, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Jorge was able to stand up and just box him out. You know, fight definitely looking forward to. Definitely looking forward to this fight. All right, so my next fight is the next fight going on 211 is Joanna Jedrzejczyk against Jessica Andrade. This is a good fight too. You know, Joanna, fast, world-class striking, nice elbows, knees, kicks, you know, everything. You know, she's got it all. And she's got a great takedown defense as well, which was something that for her, in the skill set that she has, it's one of the most important things. Jessica Andrade, undefeated at strawweight, looking like a goddamn beast, the Tasmanian devil. You know, just coming in there and beating everybody up. Just coming in and throwing those Vanderlei Silva type of shots and just hurting people, you know. If she's got a chance in this fight, she's got to get in the inside, get into the pocket, and just be able to take the punches from Joanna and just rock her. You know, Vanderlei Silva style, get in the middle of it, and make it a brawl. That's exactly what Jessica Andrade needs to do. Not that I don't think Joanna could take a brawl, but I think of Joanna, the smartest thing for her, outside, jab, get away from the takedowns, get away from the brawl, you know, just keep the distance and, you know, maybe try to get a finish at the, you know, from distance or anything like that. Jessica Andrade is a good fighter. I like her. I like her spirit. I think Joanna's going to take it, though. You know, Joanna is just, in my opinion, just the best female fighter in the strawweight division. There's nobody in that weight class that could take her, in my opinion. She had a tough fight against Carolina, but she dominated most of that. She got hurt, you know, which was the first time I think she got hurt in the UFC. But she, you know, she's badass. So we'll see how it goes, man. But I think Joanna's gonna take it. Jessica's still got a big future ahead of her, especially with a 125-pound division coming out too. You know, she used to be 135. Now she went down to 115. Maybe 125 would be a good division for her too. Who knows? But, you know, she could definitely take the title. I'm not going to ignore her, you know. But we'll see how everything goes, you know. 7-3 in the UFC. we'll see how she does it, you know. All right, guys. So now we're gonna be talking about the main event of the night, UFC 211. Stipe Miocic and Junior Dos Santos. You know, everybody was going crazy about the Vladimir Klitschko and Joshua fight. I thought it was an excellent fight too, but there's nothing like a clash in MMA. There's nothing like a heavyweight clash in MMA. I think this fight is going to be another 5-round war. At least that's what I'm hoping for. This fight was amazing the last time. The first time they met, Stipe and Junior went to a 5-round war, bloody war. Loved the fight. Thought the fight was fantastic. I think now Stipe is a little bit a better fighter. So I think if Junior is going to take this one again, he's going to have to show something different as well. Stipe's got good boxing, excellent wrestling, very strong, very fast, very athletic. One of the fastest guys in the heavyweight division. So you know he's gonna bring it to the. You know what he's gonna bring every time. You know it's gonna be an exciting fight every time Stipe steps out in the ring. Same thing with his opponent. You know, Junior Dos Santos, another very fast heavyweight, excellent boxing, great movement. You know, he's always improving his takedown defense, and you know he's gonna need his best nights if he's gonna beat Stipe again. I think in order for him to beat Stipe, he's gonna have to do something different than just box. I think he's an excellent boxer, and I think he's got away with a lot of fights with just being able to stand upright and box, because you know he throws he just doesn't throw in the head. He throws amazing body shots. He's always feinting, always you know, for a guy to hit as much as he hits just boxing is fucking amazing, you know. And you know, I'm a fan of Junior. I'm a big fan. But if Junior doesn't do something different than just boxing, he's going to lose this fight to Stipe. Stipe just has more weapons. Stipe is, you know, I see two fighters. They're very athletic, you know, very similar in size. And I think the only difference is that Stipe has more weapons. And I think that's what makes Stipe a better fighter, you know, at the end of the day, and a guy that will most likely retain the title. And, you know, it's kind of tough seeing anybody really beat Stipe if somebody doesn't try to take him down and try to put pressure on him. I don't see much else. I know he's got great defense and all that stuff, but I don't think just standing in front of him and just throwing punches is going to be enough. I think you're going to have some kicks, and, you know, he's going to go for the takedown. So in order to kick, you're going to have to be fast, and you're going to have to have great takedown defense. And let's see if Junior is prepared for this fight. I mean, he's training at ATT. Can never go wrong with guys at ATT. So we'll see how everything happens for him. But, you know, I see Stipe keeping the title. But I wouldn't be mad at Junior taking it either, you know. Would not be mad at that at all. This is most likely, in my opinion, a 5-round fight, but it's the heavyweight division. The first punch could end it. It could be 2 seconds. Who knows? And especially with both of these guys, you know, power shot guys, you know, knockout power guys. So we'll see what happens. We'll see where it goes. But very excited for this event. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel, Torogal Talks. Follow me on Instagram at Torogal. Follow me on Twitter, Torogal Talks. Enjoy the channel. I'm sure if you're an MMA fan, you're going to enjoy the channel. I'll see you guys later. Watch out for my prelim preview videos I'm going to be posting as well. Watch my other videos in the channel with some of my opinions about some of the shit that's going on in the UFC. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe, share it, like it, comment. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out, people.